Hi. Okay, so here I am. I'm in a park near my house in Montreal, in Mile End, my neighborhood. I'm a couple blocks from my house. This is like some kind of water fountain play thing. So this is a little park, and as I mentioned to my camera person Robin, nothing says happy like a park in November. And there's even some children playing, a little family over there playing on the swings. You can hear them squealing in the background, hopefully. My name's Roseanne, and I blog at itsallyogababy.com. It's a blog about yoga and culture, and lots of other things, how popular culture and consumer culture and practice and study and tradition all intersect, and the forms that yoga takes in our contemporary culture. So that's a little bit about what I look at. And I am talking today for the Women of Wonder project. I'm talking about the theme of happiness. So I kind of got stuck with happiness. We chose themes, and my first choice wasn't available, so I got stuck with the theme of happiness. And I wasn't particularly happy about that, because I'm like, it's not really, what I want to do. So I went, there's some resistance and some general grr, why happiness? And I thought that was a pretty funny response to the idea of happiness in and of itself. So I started thinking about what is happiness? What is happiness to me, and what is my interest in it? And I sort of realized that I'm not particularly it's not a big issue for me right now in my life. Happiness, I'm not pursuing happiness or trying to understand it. And I looked at my yoga practice and the general worldview of yoga, and the view that yoga, the lens that yoga gives us to look at the world, and I sort of see that happiness isn't a big issue in the yoga tradition as well, in the yoga system. It's not I went through a few books, and it wasn't a word that came up a lot. What did come up a lot, and what I think yoga is very interested in, is bliss. So ananda, that's what we call it in yoga, bliss. It's the Sanskrit word for bliss. And my understanding, the difference between happiness and bliss, is that happiness is this momentary, kind of elusive thing that we chase after, and it's an emotion. Whereas bliss is like a state of being, a state of mind. It's more than a state of mind. It's a state of body, mind, spirit, I think. So integration of all levels. And actually in tantric philosophy there's 7 states of bliss. I can't remember them all right now, but I thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, okay, so it's not even this one generic thing. It's there's different aspects to it. And that's ultimately what we're going for. Yet at the same time, yoga also, what I've learned from yoga is that we are inherently blissful. We are inherently blissful beings, just maybe you could go check out those kids there. it's from childhood. There's this experience that we have. So hi. Is this way of being that's available to us, and I think that we're most open to it, we're most attuned to it when we're children. All we need is a bit of glitter on our face and on the Sunday morning, and we're set,
Yeah.
And then the rest of our lives we just spend trying to kind of tap back into that, trying to find that again, trying to remember. And I like how this project is called as well. It's rediscover your happiness. So this idea that it's not an external thing necessarily that we're chasing after, but it's something that we already were and already are. So yeah, those are some thoughts on happiness. It's Sunday morning in Montreal. So thanks a lot. This is Roseanne Harvey for Wonder Bra, Women of Wonder.